everybody doing this morning? As you guys see by the title and my jersey, we're going to be talking about Justin Jefferson and kind of the culture I think he's kind of installing inside the younger group and really the entire locker room for the Minnesota Vikings. I think he's doing a great job by this, and I'm going to be really getting into this later in the video. But first, thank you guys so much for the support on the channel. It really means a lot. I'm honestly so excited for this season. I'm putting all my chips in, and I think you guys should too. I think this team's special. I'm not just saying this out of some homer stuff. I mean, yes, it's obviously a little bit of a homer. Obviously, I'm going to be more biased to my favorite football team. But honestly, on an unbiased note, I actually think if I was just in a sports analysis on Fox or ESPN, I would be looking at the Vikings. But anyways, leave a like on the video, comment down below. That's the best way you guys can help me. It's the best way you guys can really help grow my channel. It can kind of grow the Minnesota Vikings brand on YouTube, which I think is great. So support all your Vikings YouTubers and comment and like on other videos because it really helps us out. Anyways, that's not the topic of the video. Let's talk about Justin Jefferson. How I think he's changing the culture and almost identity of the Minnesota Vikings right now. Okay, so what I mean by this, so I kind of had this idea. I've been kind of noticing this over the past couple weeks. As you see by the Vikings social media, obviously they post Jefferson a lot. He's a young star. They need to pay attention to him, obviously. But yesterday, what really caught my eye, it was a Vikings cam. You know, they put the camera outside of the OTAs as all the players are walking out. They can go up and do some funny stuff to it because they know it's going to be on social media. Anyways, it was Jefferson and Cook. They're walking out of practice together. They both noticed the camera. They both start hitting the gritty together. It was a pretty funny, cool moment. But the thing I really picked up on was Justin Jefferson's body language. And that's the thing I've been kind of noticing this entire time. His body language and his kind of just like his almost aura he gives off. He is a really just engaging personality. And I think he is almost installing, just like how, you know, how they say Tom Brady, he goes to Tampa Bay, installs a culture. I almost think Jefferson, it's not like he's installing like the Patriot way. It's almost like he's installing like, hey, we can have fun. Like, yeah, we can be locked in because he works his ass off. But he's almost installing like a, hey, work hard, play hard type of thing. Kind of like the Travis Kelce, like almost like you work for your right to party. And I love it. I'm all here for it. Because, listen, I've never really seen this out of Dalvin Cook. I know he's been kind of like a, you know, fun guy, but he's always kind of kept it a little serious with, like, social media and all that. And I always see Jefferson bringing out this side of him. And we kind of see Thielen. He's always kind of been that dorky white guy. Now we got Thielen. He's kind of got some swag. He can kind of hit the gritty a little bit. And, you know, if you look at the Vikings dynamic, especially like the chain of command in the Vikings, you know, you got your quarterback and coach. They're both kind of old-fashioned guys. They're kind of a bunch of, or Zimmer's kind of like an old-timer. He's a classic football guy. Like, hey, I'm here to play football. That's it. And I love that about Zimmer. I'm all here for that for my coach. And then you got Kirk, the classic white dad at the barbecue. I mean, so I just think Dalvin Cook and Justin Jefferson, you can really see a bond being built there, and I think that's great. You know, those are the two stars of the team. You got to have them being tight, and also, I see something with Irv Smith. Irv Smith looks almost more comfortable. You know, I've noticed in, especially in OTAs, he looks like he just, I don't know, I'm trying to think the right word before I say this wrong. He looks just confident and just almost peaceful. You know, he's running his routes almost more, they just look more crisp. He's cutting them a little tighter. He looks a little more dialed in, but he's almost like, he looks more zen, if that makes sense. That's the word I was looking. He looks more zen. He looks more at peace. I think Irv Smith, there's a chance he's a wide receiver 3. And I think that's a hot take, but I really think that's a chance. I think Irv Smith really has a chance to be our wide receiver 3, and I think Jefferson's helping him out a ton. I think Jefferson's going to help these guys improve their route running. You know, this is year 2. He's already kind of taken a leadership role. So I'm all here for it for Jefferson. I think he's changing the culture here. I think he's kind of changing how players act, and I'm all here for it. So, listen, Justin Jefferson, he is a leader. He's already kind of doing that. I see it all over. I mean, he's smiling. He's posting stuff to his YouTube. He's kind of getting more attention to the Vikings, which, yeah, I love us staying under the radar on social media, but we all kind of want our team talked about. And listen, if we got the talent, we want to be talked about. It, you know, and Steele's almost like a, it instills almost like an intimidation factor nowadays. You know, people always saw intimidation back then, and it was back then, was like how you approach yourself on the field and how it's only about how you carry yourself in person. But now there's this whole other dynamic about how you carry yourself on social media. And if you get a big following, you get hype around you, and it's like, holy shit, that's Justin Jefferson. Like, just that name. Like, we got receivers in the NFL who may be better than Jefferson, but they don't have a kind of the hold that he does. And he's doing it in the right way. He's not doing it in the Odell Beckham way. He's almost doing it in the kind of just like silent but like deadly way. It's almost like I know I'm good, excuse me. Yeah, watch my dance too. I don't know. This video, I'm just saying, you look at the Vikings mannerisms, you look at their body language, it's more lively than years past. I've noticed it. The Vikings seem like they're having more fun, and I think that's a huge key to Justin Jefferson's. The Vikings are just having fun. It's a change of personality. It's just a change of culture, and I'm all here for it because you need that, especially when you have a very old school, kind of hard-ass head coach. It adds kind of in the locker room where they can go have fun with Jefferson when Zimmer's being a hard-ass. I don't know. Listen, this is a pretty, like, out there take of mine. However, I think Jefferson is really improving body language on the Vikings. I think he's improving the energy. I think he's upping the energy every single day because he brings it. That smile on his face. He's doing his dance. I mean, how can you not laugh and have a good time around him, which makes practices a good time? Let me know what you guys think. Leave a like on the video. Comment down below. Skol Vikes. Got to give it up to our boy JJ. He's really helping out this Viking teams in more ways than we know. See you guys next time.